All right, my brothers and sisters. I want to come here and, share a couple things that is in my heart. And again, I want to kind of give you some take on this. Take it for what it is. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Be aware of these pastors that are trying to push this new agenda, this new radical belief that abortions are okay, this new radical belief that division and preaching, on all this division. I mean, you got these guys that they fly from anywhere. There's a kid that gets shot. They have the resources and the money and all that stuff to go from, New York City to the other side of the planet. Right. And when they show up there, we are here to defend the minorities and yada, yada, yada. Right. Now we are here to make sure that the love of Christ is manifested over here. We are here to listen to the victims. We are here to pray not only for the victim, but also for the guy who committed the crime. We are here to make sure that God's presence is here. No, no, sir. We are here to make sure that CNN and MSNBC has the cameras rolling and they could be like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah," and all that stuff, right? So be aware of those guys. Be aware of these teachers that are preaching this gospel of division and supporting radical belief. Because I'm going to tell you, God has a plan for your life. He really does. I believe that. You better believe that as well. He has a plan for you to live your life in abundantly. He has a plan for you to do things for his glory. So the problem with these people is that when you sit down, and I came to the conclusion of this already, you sit down and you listen to this nonsense in the internet, you're starting to, believe somebody's agenda. So here's what I'm saying. I caution yourself to be involved in this kind of stuff because I'm going to tell you, it's not the right things. It's not things of God, right? And I love what Genesis 1:27 says because here it says, so God created mankind on his own image. And a long time ago, I listened to a sermon about this, and it kind of changed my life because you see these preachers going to places and preach division and preach hate, right? And they talk about division. They talk about white versus black. They talk about brown versus white and all that stuff. That is division, right? That is totally division. That's not what needs to be preached, right? What needs to be preached is this right here. So God created mankind on his own image. And his image is not what you or me think. Because me and you have eyes. And we think the way that we see. But that's not how God thinks, right? God has a different thinking than us. When he said on his image, he didn't meant you are black, I am brown, and this guy is white. That's what we do because we tend to think that way. We say, well, God created us in his image. He must be, this color. He must be that color. And he wasn't white. Well, obviously, he wasn't. I mean, people that think that Jesus was white is like, really, dude? He wasn't. You could just go back to where he was born, is a place, and you could potentially see the people that live there, and he probably looked like them because God was a normal person when he came, right? So again, the Hollywood mentality is different, but the funny or the crazy thing is that we get into those arguments, right? God is the Almighty, the creator of the universe, the creator of everything. Everything was created for his glory. He has so many different things to tell you. He wants you to be blessed. He wants you to bless people. But we are arguing about the color of the skin of Jesus Christ. You see how the devil is working? When we get to the point that we're arguing about silly stuff instead of the things that God wants us to do, we're already losing. The moment that we get into the argument of what race was Jesus Christ is already a losing argument because we shouldn't be arguing about that stuff. Really not. All these things are distractions. Really distractions that are put in place to get your concentration from the Lord. Same thing that comes to here with those pastors and these preachers. They would travel from anywhere to go to that place. 9 out of 10 reality check. The guy who got shot was his fault. 9 out of 10. You could see it, many different places. Jacob Blake. It was his fault that he got shot. So, but pastors go there, and preach the gospel of division. No, sir. God is not in the business of arguing with you about the color of your skin. God made you on his own image. And his image is not like a little bit darker, a little bit lighter. That's just insulting. You know what his image is? It's simple. It's power. It's love. God is love. So what he did? He made you in his image. He said, I am love. So he wants you to love. I am a protector. Right? In many cases, you see God protecting his sons. So he made you men to be a protector. I'm the creator of the universe. So God creates things, right? So he wants you to create things because you are made on his image. Those things may be a little bit difficult for people. People like to just concentrate on the black versus white. That is so low. Really is. When we think about that and we argue about, well, God was this, was God was. No, he says, I created you in my image to love, to provide, to take care of people, to do great things, to do things for my glory. That's the image that he's talking about. Not the image of, I'm this color and you are that color. That is the image that the devil wants you to argue about. And you got these pastors that go to all these places the moment somebody got shot, and they go there and preach the gospel of division. So I'm going to tell you, I caution you with that. And I'm going to give you the best advice that I could ever give you. And this is going to be so powerful. You could take this to the bank and you could catch it. If you want to know who God is, go and find out for yourself. Some of these guys, I'm going to tell you, some of these guys are out of control. Go and find out for yourself. Open that Bible and ask the Holy Spirit to give you the revelation who God is. And when you truly find out who God is, when you see these funny guys that will come to you and will try to convince you of what God is, you would know. You'll be like, no, man, that's not how God thinks, because I truly know who God is. So again, when you see this thing like, so God created mankind on his own image, is really like, if you just think about the color of a skin, it's just so silly. There's so much more. The truly revelation is not the color of the skin, is what comes after that. Really, that's just the color of the skin. It doesn't even matter. And when you see this pastors preaching division, you better watch it. You really better watch it. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.